Alright, this is the next question. It says, thoughts on the Vibram 5-finger shoes. Okay, so it said, hey, I just wanted to know your opinion on the Vibram 5-finger shoes that are promoted for running and working out. The way they have promoted the shoe makes sense to me because of how walking barefoot is the natural way for humans to walk, and that working out in shoes weakens our feet. What are your thoughts? Alright, so I'm be honest about it. I tried a pair of those things before. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it feels. I don't like the idea that you had to get special socks for it. I don't like the way it looks. I feel that, I understand the benefits of barefoot. I understand the benefits, but if you really want to be barefoot, then just be barefoot. You know what I mean? But then, of course, there's the dangers involved with getting your feet stuck with certain things. But maybe that's why a lot of people in martial arts schools take off their shoes, because they could have the benefits of, like, training the feet without being dependent on a shoe. But, I've tried those shoes before, and it wasn't anything special to me. These shoes right here, these Adidas ones, these are like slippers, pretty much. They slip on, there's no laces. Easy to take off, easy to put on. They're super, super light. It's almost like they're not even there, you know what I'm saying? And the other thing about those finger shoes is that they're very hard to put on. It takes a while to put them on. And another thing is, I just don't like the way they look at all. It looks really silly to me. I've known some people that have them. One of the martial artists that I used to train with in college, he really likes it a lot. But I personally don't really like it. I don't think it's anything special. I think, when everybody's wearing these closed-toe shoes, and then you're wearing something like that, it makes you stick out like a sore thumb, and it does look pretty silly. I mean, it doesn't go well with any outfits or anything. I mean, when you wear it, you stick out like you pretty much look like silly to me. The way that it looks. I mean, you got your clothes, everything looks fine, but then you got these shoes with these toes sticking out. It just looks really silly to me. It's not that comfortable. It really, to me, doesn't feel too much different than the shoes that I just showed you, these Adidas ones. Normally shoes that you wear in the streets are not like this. I mean, this is like, the sole is very thin. So these are like really close to the ground. It's almost like you don't have shoes on. And I wear these all the time for training. But I can't wear them outside. And it is clear, the difference between those 5-finger shoes and something like this is a big difference. I mean, this has a lot of sole, and it's protecting your feet in a different way, and these air bubbles are very comfortable. I understand that, hey, they want your foot to get a workout and all this other stuff, but I feel that my foot gets a really good workout when I'm training with these shoes on. I just don't like the idea of having to get all these special socks, and to put on these socks is a pain in the ass. I mean, you gotta really, like, get every single toe into each part of the sock, and then when you put on the shoe, it's the same thing. You gotta it takes a lot of effort to put each toe into the shoe, and like I said, it really looks weird, you know what I'm saying? And to get this the right size, I mean, it has to be like very specific. The size has to be extremely specific, and it's going to be hard to get one that fits exactly the way it's supposed to. And they got these different versions out there, and there's some versions that are really garbage, and then maybe there are some of them that are pretty good, but I don't recommend it. I mean, it's not like it's pretty expensive too. It's not like cheap either. And they're making these shoes, and then they're talking about, how barefoot is the way to go. Well, you're still not barefoot. I mean, you're wearing a shoe, So if barefoot's the way to go, then just go ahead and really go barefoot. Just don't even wear a shoe at all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, there are hazards to doing that outside. I mean, you step on glass, you step on rocks, I mean, all sorts of things. But at least you could do it indoors. You know, if you want to be barefoot so much, then when you work out indoors, just take the shoes off and train with, you know, no shoes if you want. But still, for me, I prefer the shoes. I really do like the shoes, and I use the shoes as a way of protecting my feet, and also as a weapon. You know, these shoes give you a huge advantage in a real street fight, and I want to take advantage of that. So I personally do not promote those 5-finger shoes.